Conrad, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. I just got off the phone with a friend of mine in Finland. He says, of course, on Friday the Netherlands come out and say, point blank, this radiation spike over Finland, Norway, Sweden, there's an unarguable is coming from a fuel rod assembly melt. Now we know that because there's only certain elements. Now stay with me, stay with me. Of course, TASS says Leningrad, not to be compared with Trumpgrad. Leningrad, the nuclear reactor, no problem. Then the one, they're quoting the one up on the White Sea where we know for a fact they had the 8/8 nuclear catastrophe. Yeah, this is June 29th. That is snow on the mighty Wasatch. That happened? Never. Ever. I mean, so, real important stuff. Real historical stuff. Like I said, I got to raise some money. You know, thank you everybody who supported this historic work, but if I'm going to keep going, I've got to get some money raised. ASAP. You know, but this is a big deal. Now, that's why my gut tells me this is bad. Now, the 8/8, that catastrophe. So, is this another Chernobyl? Now, just remember, this is exactly how Chernobyl played out. This is exactly how Chernobyl played out in '86. Exact same agency. Come out and says, hey, wait a minute, we're picking up some stuff in our dishes. TASS made a statement. Said, no, our reactors are all fine, blah, blah, blah. The Soviet Union, oh, the Cold Putin? Czar Putin? How come the U.S. media is not reporting any of this? See, at least then we had Nightlight and Ted Koppel, he's the one that broke it. But, the watchdogs out there, fuck, they're all dead. They've killed them all. Look what they've done to us. So, has there been a nuclear meltdown? Well, we know there was one in 8/8 when it killed the 8 scientists. That wasn't bad enough. I asked John Huntsman to his face about it. I'm the one that collected the data. So, I sent an email just now to Huntsman. I have his lead staffer's personal email. I'm going to call her here in just a few minutes. You know, the election's today and tomorrow, Huntsman. I mean, the irony of this. Is this a meltdown? Well, I got a hunch, and I'll tell you why I got a hunch. Because the agency in the Netherlands makes the statement that they're sure that this is a nuclear fuel rods assembly malfunction. Well, that's a meltdown. Some rods have melded together. That's a nuclear meltdown. Now, you know, it's Chernobyl, that graphite explosion. Well, fuck. If this is what I think it is, and I'm pretty sure it is, this is a fucking nuclear meltdown. Another one in fucking Russia. On top of the 8/8, you know, they were just testing a weapon, killed their most 8 important scientists. How come the American media won't touch this? Well, fuck, please. The greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. Fukushima. Now think about it. Fukushima is a nuclear meltdown 1 to 7. It's only a 7. Who the fuck sets a scale? 7's the worst. Think about that. You set the scale from 1. That's malice by inception. I mean, and the United States media will not fucking touch this? Lock, stock, barrel. I think it's irony that the Standard Examiner finally broke their fight with Kevin Blanche. I put my picture in the paper, me and my grandson, Saturday, and with our great big betrayed sign. I had a long conversation with him. I'm like, come on. You guys cannot continue to blackball me. You've taken my picture so many times. You know, I live here. I'm part of this community. 7th generation, blah, blah, blah. My grandkids live here, you know. Talk about betrayed by the United States media. Where the fuck are they on this? Oh, I like how the AP reports automatically all low levels non-harmful to humans, just like they said in freaking 86. Fuck, go to Vienna. It rained there the next day. Look at the scars all over the women's neck. And, you know, we call those Chernobyl necklaces. We call them, you know, Utah smiley face. Fuck, people are in denial. Fukushima, fucking full-blown out fucking meltdowns. Crash the tide pools of sea. I mean, it's amazing. Hear no nuclear evil, see no nuclear. I mean, fuck, this is a nightmare. It's going to kill some. So have they had a meltdown? Looks like it to me. Looks like it to me. And I just got a phone. I says, well, what do you think? He says, I think there's no doubt there's been at least a partial meltdown. Maybe it's in his floating reactor. I don't know. But it's a partial meltdown in a fucking reactor. Chernobyl, here we go again. Fuck, you went in denial on the 8-8. You just killed the top 8 scientists in Russia. You're good, that's all. And they come out and admit it was some kind of fucking nuclear energy experiment. Fucking Tsar Putin. Fucking wannabe Tsar Trump. You know, Leningrad, the nuclear reactor there. Fucking St. Petersburg, fucking Leningrad, fucking Trumpgrad. I mean, my God. So, I guess there's been a partial meltdown there. All hands on deck, all hands on deck. Stay tuned. I really need some funding. I really need some help. You know, I got to keep going. I'm raising a child now, blah, blah, blah. I got to raise some fucking money. Fuck. You know, stay tuned.